the beautiful Celine McAllister there with Guilt Free, because she's one of our own Brizzy girls.
Indeed she is, and winner of last year's Mate and Talent Search up there at Gympie. So
absolutely beautiful.
Very talented. And speaking of talented young ladies, we've got one that's equal to them all, and in some cases better, but don't let me say that I said that. The beautiful Tori Darke, she joins us on the phone. Hey Tori, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
So good, it's not funny, let me tell you. Now, you're heading overseas soon.
I am. Next week on Tuesday I'm heading overseas, so I'm heading to Nashville for a month. So, yeah, I'm really excited. It's going to be great.
So what's the plan in Nashville?
The plan in Nashville at this stage, it changes day by day at the moment. We are going over, well, I'm going over to write a whole bunch of new songs. So I've got a lot of co-writing sessions hooked up, and I'm also going over for a lot of different meetings as well, which is very exciting. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm really excited to get back, into some of these writing rooms and writing with some of the writers that I have had some great success with before. So it's going to be a really exciting month for me, and I can't wait. I'm just dreading the plane trip.
Oh, not a pleasant trip. You've done that a few times now.
I have. It's a 14-hour flight to LA, and then, of course, a couple of hours layover, and then about a 4-hour flight to Nashville. So by the time I get there, I will well and truly have been up for a long time, I think.
Well, what you should do is just say to them, look, with my carry-on luggage, I'm taking the guitar, and I'm going to entertain the crew while we're heading off.
Do a gig on the do a gig. Hey? Why not?
I'll have to play for tips, I think.
We could call it the Gig High Club.
Yes, we could start it. There you go.
We could start it. The first person on the Gig High Club, and you get up there, and didn't Billy Idol do it in The Wedding Singer?
Idea.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Tori Darke live, 10,000 feet in the air. Fantastic. I like it. I think you're onto something here, Trace.
It could be a good idea, but I have a feeling that it's not allowed.
Now
unless it's in a movie, of course.
So when you head back from Nashville, what's the plans when you get back onto terra firma in Australia?
Well, of course, at the moment there's still a lot of life in my current album, Dreams and Chances. So I'm still doing a lot of gigs with that, and basically going over to write tracks for a new album and write tracks for a new project. So once I get back, it will probably be full steam ahead, or at least a little bit of steam ahead. Getting ready to look at recording, who I want to record with, and what players I want, and where I want to record, and all the intricate details, I guess.
I think a lot of people think, okay, they're just going to go flip over to Nashville. She's going to be gone for a couple of weeks. She'll probably write a couple of songs, throw down some tracks, get a new album, come home with a new album. It takes a lot longer than that, doesn't it?
It does. It does take a lot of time. My first album, I recorded it in June 2009, and I didn't release it till March 2010. So it's a very lengthy process, and it's a really great process. But a lot of people, you go, oh yeah, I've been recording my album. They're like, oh, so it'll be out next month. It's like, no. It'll be a while.
I think a lot of people do get confused about that, because they think, well, why not? But they don't understand quite, and all the tracks get laid separately. So you've got, like, if you go back into the, we're talking about movies again, but it's really true. What happened, say, 50, 60 years ago, everybody, and you had all your session players, everybody got into the studio at once and just went, okay, 1, 2, 3, go, and they all recorded at once. It doesn't happen. Everything's laid track over track over track, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you do a lot of recording where you have the whole band in it at the one time, but then all the overdubbings of things like banjos and violins and pedal steel and lap steel and dobro and all of, the really cool kind of instruments. And then you've got stuff like electric guitar overdubs, and you've got more acoustic overdubs, and you've got, doing the vocals and doing the backing vocals, and it really is such a lengthy process. It doesn't happen overnight, and even though you can get most of the instruments down in probably about a week, the mixing, the mastering, some stuff you always have to do retakes on. It does take a long time. It does take a while. So we'll see what this next year or so brings, and I'm really looking forward to coming home with some new songs.
Now, you're talking about vocal backings as well. Do you do your own vocal backings?
I do a few. I don't always do a lot, but I do like to get in there on a few tracks and you know, I guess give my my BVs a go.
Now, the album Dreams and Chances, people could still get hold of it. Great idea for Mother's Day this Sunday.
Yeah.
So if someone wants to get hold of Dreams and Chances and they don't have it yet for Mother's Day this Sunday, how do they do that?
They can visit my website, which is toridarke.com, and purchase a copy of my brand new album, Dreams and Chances, off that site, and I can send a personally signed copy.
How good is that?
What a great idea. Terrific.
It's a wonderful idea. Thank you, guys.
You enjoy Mother's Day this Sunday, and then you enjoy the flight out. We're going to go out with, perhaps track 13 might be the right way to go for that one. We're not playing it though, are we?
Well, I wanted to play. Well, Tori, it's up to you. Darren was just looking at track 13, which is Not My Time to Fly, but it is your time to fly.
This Tuesday.
About to fly out. So your choice. Which one would you like played off the album?
I would actually maybe like the new single, which is called Great Mistake, and I think it's number 2 on the album.
Ah, well, there you go. You were wrong.
Oh, now I've got to ask you about that.
And actually, it is number 3 off the album.
I've got to ask
I'm
you.
wrong.
I've got to ask you about that film clip. You look like you're having far too much fun in that bathtub.
Yeah, it was a really hard day's work. I tell you what, it was really, really hard on me. So no, it was a lot of fun, and I had some really great people involved in that video clip, and including Troy Thompson from Beauty and the Geek. It was an absolute pleasure to have him a part of that. So it was a lot of fun, and I'm so glad that it came out as well as it did.
It looks a great fun. Get on the website, have a look at it. It's a terrific video clip. It's well done, great sound. One of my favourite songs on the album is "You Better Run." That is just some great lyrics on that song, Tori.
Thank you so much.
Is that a true story?
I guess it was a little bit of the way of how I was feeling. I wrote it as a teenager, and I just had a boy that had upset me a little bit, and I came up with the quirkiness of, you know, my dad's gonna shoot you basically if you break my heart, and yeah, so that's kind of how that song did come about. So I guess it was a little bit of, you know, my own frustration that I was taking out in a song, which is always a good way to write a song, of course.
I love it.
And it's the best way to take out any frustration is to sing a song.
Yes, definitely.
For sure. Okay, Tori, thank you so much. Enjoy your trip. Say hello to Judy for us, because she's obviously your number one fan. We do love her as well. So have a safe trip, and we can't wait to hear what's happening when you come back.
Thanks, guys. It was great to talk to you again, and I hope we do get to catch up again soon.